It's certainly an exciting time later on tonight. Friday Night Football is on as schools around the QCA prepare for week 2 of this season. So joining us now are from Rock Island High School is Sports Director Kory Kuffler and Jenna. Guys, the weather picture perfect. We got high school football back on both sides of the river. How great is it tonight?
It is so great, Joe. We're very excited to be back out here. Kory Kuffler and I are here with Rock Island's new head coach, Anthony Roome. So, Coach Roome, you guys are having your opener here at home. Just how exciting is this for you to have your first home game here as head coach?
Honestly, it's kind of hard to put into words. Honestly, going to be a little different being on this side, being here. But just having been to a lot of the home games here and being on the other side and looking over at the home stands and just like seeing the experience that the community has is going to be really fun. Just should be a great night and great weather and all the good stuff for a football game.
When I talked to you, I think it was back in maybe April when you got the job formally, you said you wanted to build a culture, you wanted to turn this program around, and obviously sometimes that doesn't happen week one. Obviously, we could flush that one with what happened, but what did you learn maybe about yourself as a coach and about your team in week one? Yeah,
I think the biggest thing is just being consistent with the kids, being consistent with our message, and sticking to our culture and what we're trying to build. Because kids are the best at finding out when you're fake and when you're real, and when things are you going to stay by their side when things didn't go our way and things like that. But I think the kids really responded this week. I think this was our best week of practice, honestly, since I've been here. And I mean, they're fired up and ready to go for tonight.
You talk a little bit about the culture. The biggest thing that stood out to me coming here and doing the preview is that your players said that you make them feel like each and every one of them belong, right?
Yeah.
How have you seen this team develop and just become close and really that chemistry build with you as head coach?
Yeah, I think one of the things we focus on, like as an entire coaching staff, is everyone has a role, like whatever it may be. It may be one specific pass play just for you. It may be a role on special teams. But just telling them they're all important to the team, whatever their role is, and our coaches hammer that home. And we're still trying to go through a process of, hey, even though you may not be playing week one, if you keep getting better, you keep showing us things in practice, like you're going to get an opportunity eventually, and you don't know when that opportunity is going to happen. So our kids have really bought into that, and and just trying to make them all feel important with their roles.
What is the checklist like for you for week 2, first home game though? Like the things you got to go check off, and then how much does the athletic director Mike Emmendorfer kind of help you ease into that a little bit too, since he's been there before?
Yeah, there's a lot of the logistical checklist, and luckily I don't have to do a lot of that. I don't want to give him too much credit, but he does a pretty good job of taking care of that. But honestly, just kind of his experience as a coach as well, and being a mentor, and giving us ideas for practice to help us keep on getting better and keep going with that process. He had a lot of years of experience doing it. He was in a similar situation when he was at Platteville of what we're trying to do and develop that culture. But I think logistically it's like, hey, it's a home game. More people will be here. It's not a 2-hour trip away, and we're excited to go show what we can do here at home.
Yeah, what's just been your message to the players, again, coming into this home game tonight?
Yeah, honestly, just they need to believe that they can do it. I think that's been our message going out the whole week, and it's a coach saying, but it's like, hey, the biggest growth comes from week 1 to week 2. And I think our players saw that throughout practice. We watch our practice film, and it's been really good as far as that goes, and just said, believe you can do it and go show out for your community.
Well, we want to thank you for joining us, because I know this week, game week, is a busy week. I know you got Grid Club that's coming up. You got all this stuff to get ready for the game. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Get that first win. It'd be great to get it under your belt. The schedule doesn't help you any. I mean, it's a tough schedule you got, not that you guys can't do it. You got a lot of athletes over here and a lot of good players. So
thank you guys for doing this. This is awesome.
And of course, we're going to have 19 games this week on The Score tonight at 10:15. You can join myself, Jenna, Jonah Krell, and of course, Brian Stocking. And one of your former coaches, Larry Johnson Jr., is going to be our guest griller tonight.
Gosh.
This should be fun, right?
Hey, don't mess it up, Coach. Don't mess it up. That's all I got to say.
That's all we got out here from Rock Island High School. We'll talk to Athletic Director Mike Emmendorfer a little bit later in the show, but for now, we'll throw it back to you in the studio.
Oh, man, you guys got the party going on. We'll check in with Kory and Jenna. They'll be back later in the hour to discuss the teams and how they prepare for the tonight's game. You don't want to miss that.